Hey guys, it's time for RT Cares, the segment where we turn your questions into extremely dumb answers. And we've got a really spooky one this week.
Oh.
Ooh.
All right.
Musical guest. Keep going. Keep going.
That guy does sound haunted.
He doesn't actually exist.
R.I.P. Don Pardo.
He's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
ghost that inhabits 30 Rock.
Yeah.
That's right.
30 Rockefeller Plaza,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, salute.
All right. My husband and I just moved into our first home. Yay. Unfortunately, every night I hear strange noises coming from downstairs, and twice now I've caught my dog barking at nothing. My husband says it's normal house noises, but I think our home might be haunted. What should I do?
Okay.
Okay.
Burn it down.
Yeah.
I mean, your options are okay. First of all, the strange noises coming from downstairs are your husband sleep eating. It's him wandering downstairs, opening the fridge, and like eating 64 slices of American cheese. Like
It's your husband debating whether or not to subscribe to an OnlyFans from a girl he knew in high school.
I hear strange noises coming from the family computer room. That little room that's next to the laundry room. That's
Yeah.
kind of an office. Yeah, interesting.
The nook.
Oh yeah, why is it locked? It's never locked. Anyway, yeah.
Did you call it the nook?
The nook.
I thought you
Yeah.
said the nut, and I was like,
No.
oh,
Oh,
God.
The nook.
But that's for sure what I'm going to call our computer room.
Oh
is
my
the
God.
nut room. The nut house. Sorry.
Yeah, there it is.
Damn. Is there like an option on Zillow to sort by Native American burial grounds
You didn't move the bodies. Yeah. Woo.
to see if maybe that's what it is? Fuck, man. That's
Yeah, I hate that.
Okay, well, let me before we jump into that, because this will kind of dictate the answers that go around the table for
Sure.
us. Ghosts? Do you believe in them? Let's go around. Griff, what do you say? What say you?
Okay, I don't know if I believe in ghosts.
Okay.
But I do believe that all of time exists at once, and that
sure.
what we think are ghosts and specters is other timelines bleeding through.
Sure.
Because, like, how come we don't see new ghosts?
how come I never see a ghost do a kickflip?
How come?
How come I see no ghosts doing planks?
Yeah.
From like 7 years ago.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
How come I never see a ghost with a curly mustache tattoo
Yeah.
on their middle?
I ain't never seen it. There's no ghost that stole 3D glasses and popped the lenses out. How come I don't see that ghost ever?
How come I never see a ghost that comes in the beer and goes, gay?
I love it. Just like all ghosts were people who died while doing a fad, like doing a trend from a specific decade, like or a specific year.
So
erstwhile
funny.
year.
How
Yeah,
come we
it-
never see new
Well, because
ghosts?
it's always like a Victorian something or like a old like. So I'm doing another podcast. I'm cheating on you guys. Called Haunted Detective, and we're talking about this dude who like turned a bunch of dead kids into like haunted dolls.
Sure.
And every time she's telling me about this, I'm picturing like a Russian village in like the 1700s,
Sure.
and everyone's wearing like robes or something. But then she'll be like, and then in 2008, I'm like, 2008. She's making human baby dolls in 2008. So she'll be telling me something, and I'll like look up the date, and I'm like, oh, I'll be like, oh, this was 2 weeks after 9/11. Cool.
Yeah.
Or I'll look something up, and it's like, oh, and then this body did this, and I was like, oh, that's when Wedding Crashers came out.
Yeah.
Like,
Because what you're describing is some Victorian ass behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
it's
is-
always
yeah.
scary
but,
shit.
but like he's seen every episode of Seinfeld. Like it does like he heard Lips of an Angel by Hinder. Like it doesn't like that could have been playing while he was embalming a child.
You telling me this guy made real life dolls out of babies while Obama was president?
Yes, Obama was being sworn in, and this man was turning children corpses into dolls.
Coincidence?
He was turning children corpses into dolls when John Cena announced that we had captured and compromised to a permanent end Osama bin Laden. He was like, oh, funny, while like his of course still
Oh, he
tube
was-
TV.
Yeah,
grave
this
robbing.
This guy is fucking doing the unthinkable. Watching his TV, going, "Good, that guy was a monster."
Yeah, no, literally,
I'm glad
it's
they got
getting
him.
Netflix DVDs in his mailbox because it wasn't that recent.
So ghosts.
Ghosts. I want to say that I don't believe in ghosts. However, I am Hispanic, and they kind of go hand in hand. with one another.
You get grandfathered. Being Hispanic, you kind of get grandfathered.
You get abueloed into
Abueloed in. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Like when I was, sorry, we just had Hector Gonzalez, the leader of our business resource group, Gallos Unidos, walked in to hear me going, they are one and the same. But first of all, tell me I'm fucking wrong. The way that they get us to stay inside when we're kids is by telling us the story of La Llorona.
Oh, yeah.
It's just this woman who lost her kids because she's a shit mom.
No,
fucking
she
honestly,
killed them, didn't she?
Either way, shit mom.
Yeah, I think she killed.
I think killing them makes her a shit mom.
Yeah.
I think that's a Venn diagram is a perfect circle.
By the way, La Llorona, 2009. Isn't that crazy? That's when it. No, when I was growing up, that's how they would do it. Is they would tell you that there was these ghosts that were out there. Also, like on a very sort of serious note, like in Mexican culture, we have like Dia de los Muertos.
Yeah.
You know, it's like part of the culture. And then on the other side, there's the white culture, which is my mom being, ever since I was a child, being like, nah, once you're dead, you're just dead. There's nothing after. Life is just kind of a grueling test to see how much shit you can put up with every single day of it. And it gets progressively worse. And right when you think it's going to get better, you fucking die. Anyway.
Go to school now.
Let's watch TV. This black guy's about to become president for its 2008. So yeah, I had this weird thing where like half of me doesn't believe in ghosts, and I also think they're fucking stupid and goofy, and like, how come we've never seen new ghosts?
But I'm scared. I don't want to see one. I don't want to see one.
But also, like, I too believe in the idea that like maybe there are energies or things that sort of permeate out. I don't believe in, you know what? I'll say it this way because I feel like it's the simplest way to put it. I don't believe in personified spirits.
Sure.
Hi, this is Santiago Suarez to talk to you about today's sponsor. This episode of Rooster Teeth Podcast is sponsored by One Piece, which is coming out to Netflix on August 31st. Japan's highest selling manga series in history, One Piece, has finally gotten a live action adaptation on Netflix. One Piece follows a young adventurer named Luffy who sets out on a perilous journey to find a legendary treasure to become king of the pirates. But in order to find the ultimate prize, he'll need to assemble the crew he's always wanted before finding the ship to sail. Searching every inch of the vast blue sea, outpacing the Marines, and outwitting dangerous rivals at every turn. The series was made by fans for fans. Showrunners Matt Owens and Steven Maeda are huge fans of the manga and came at their work from a fan's first perspective, while still allowing the new audiences to discover and fall in love with this story. And manga creator Ichiro Oda was involved in every step of the process to bringing his story to life. And don't miss on the action-packed yet heartwarming series One Piece on Netflix August 31st.
Oh yeah, okay. So we've gotten a sign up from.
Can I get that?
Justin, are you also Latino? Okay,
yeah.
So we have a room full of Mexicans here.
We do.
Yeah, we've got a
man out.
We've got a variable back of house here.
Hispanics, ghosts equal maybe, demons equal fuck yes.
Madre de Dios. Yeah,
yes.
absolutely.
Absolutely. 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
We're still, jury's still out on goat suckers, but yeah.
That's me, baby. What?
Because he's the greatest of all time.
You were in the bathroom.
That's right. Yeah. Shock.
You bought up all the poppers. That's a fun sentence. You bought up all the poppers. Like a lot of percussive noises with that. So yeah. I'll say maybe. I think energies exist. I don't believe in a personified spirit.
Yeah.
I don't think whatever's left has no human thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah, precisely. And I'm probably going to echo exactly what Armando said. Is like ghosts grow up. But I have also been like in places and around, not just like places, but people where it's like, man, there's some fucked up vibes going on in here. And like, again, there's enough about the universe that we simply don't understand, like at all. We just don't know how it works. We are as much as we know so very little. So I like ghosts seems improbable, seems unlikely. But again, have experienced and been in places where I'm like, man, there is some fucked up energy. There's some like bad,
like Savannah, all of Savannah, Georgia.
Sure, exactly.
It's haunted as shit.
Yeah,
it's bad.
It's just some like, again, some real bad vibes. And so I think that energy can like, really messed with the place. And also, and in prep for this question, we talked to our boss, Drew Saplin, who was like, get a carbon monoxide detector. 80% of like hauntings is a carbon monoxide leak. It's people like kind of fucking tripping out because their brain is low on oxygen because there's so much carbon monoxide in the place.
There was that a long time ago. There's that story on Reddit of this person who is like, I think somebody is breaking into my home and changing things, and they were like being serious. It wasn't like on a horror fiction subreddit. They were like, I don't know what's happening. I feel like things are I'm going insane. I don't know what's fucking happening. And somebody was like, get a carbon monoxide tester, and he was like, yeah. So I was dying of poisoning. I was slowly gassing myself.
Yeah.
And,
if I overslept, I would not have survived the night.
Yeah. Jesus. So when I was a kid, we lived in an apartment complex. And this apartment complex, not to reuse this joke, I'm being very serious, was built in, I think, 2003.
Yeah.
So there is almost no way that it could be haunted because we were maybe the fourth occupant of the apartment.
Unless.
That's why we got it so cheap. Yeah. We had a staircase that would lead down to our living room / kitchen area. And sometimes when I was alone, I would hear somebody walking down the staircase.
Oh.
And then right when it got to the part where they would like become part of full view from anyone in the living room, it would stop. And one time, and this is the worst I've ever been freaked out as a child. One time I heard it like and get to the point where it should have like turned around, and I looked at it and I just kept looking and nothing happened, and I turned off my TV because I wanted to hear if I could hear anything. And then I heard and it ran back upstairs, and I was like, no,
oh fuck,
and I went outside and I
forever, because that's what it is.
Mom, we gotta go.
And I was like, I fucking hate this fucking sucks, I don't want to be here. And that's when my mom let me in on a secret, which is that underneath our apartment was like this sort of open area that a man named Carlos, who was a handyman without a job or a place to stay, had been allowed to sleep under and tinker with his stuff when he wasn't fixing other apartments in the complex.
So you had a man in your stairs.
So yeah, I had a very friendly tweaker that was just staying underneath our house. And it was, again, I'm not complaining about this. I'm glad that we gave Carlos a place to stay.
Yeah, Carlos in your crawl space. Crawl space Carlos.
Crawl space Carlos, exactly.
Yeah.
I guess what I'm saying is I feel like most things that we think are hauntings are easily explainable.
Yeah.
That being said, this is the start of a horror movie, and I don't think you should listen to us. I think you should burn your house.
You should leave.
I think you should burn your house down.
Yeah. See, I've never experienced anything personally that I would be like, that's spooky. But my mom has, and again, my mom's not like a, superstitious or like, she's a pretty even keeled lady.
White mom.
She's a white mom.
White mom.
She's a white ass mom.
Yeah.
And
Andrew, every day is worse than the last. Yeah,
white mom. No. And she's experienced two things that, like, again, two stories that raise the hair on my neck. And my cousin also has experienced something that would chill you to the bone. And all of these stories happened at our church growing up, because the church I went to in San Antonio when I was a child used to be a tuberculosis hospital in the 1800s. Yeah.
Oh, dude, there's a bar downtown that used to be a morgue.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dog.
It was a morgue, and then it was like student housing, and now it's a bar.
What? Stop making bad things into newer things. Stop doing that. I don't want a fucking home on a burial ground. I don't want to go to a bar where they made dead people into essentially teddy bears that we went, bye, Grandpa, and then put them in the fucking ground.
Dude.
I don't want to go to a church that was a fucking tuberculosis ward. I don't want to go to a dentist's office that used to be a Pizza Hut.
Yeah, and I don't want a haunted doll. Keep it away from me.
And I don't want to go to
Stop trying to show me your haunted doll, Kelsey. Kelsey, the co-host of that podcast I was talking about. She has a haunted doll that has done fucked up shit on her Twitch streams.
No,
and
thanks.
she's always like, oh, I'm going to bring it in for the... No, you're not going to bring it. If that is there, I am not.
What do you mean it's done fucked up things
like
on
she
Twitch
was on the
streams?
she was doing Twitch, whatever, and she was like talking to the people, and she was like, oh yeah, I got this haunted doll, and she keeps it like it was like on like the thing behind her, and then it just like it like fell and it fell, and she was like, "Oh, that was weird." Kept doing the stream, and then her like the phone charger stand you can have.
No.
It ripped itself out of the wall and fell. So
Love
then
it.
she started keeping the doll face down in the drawer, and sometimes it just turns itself over.
Love that. Love
yeah,
that.
so that's cool. And I
Love
said,
that.
"Oh, keep that far away from me."
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say like, yeah, the doll keeps doing fucked up shit during the Twitch stream. Like she'll be streaming and the doll's like, "I hate women." But no, it's fucking worse.
Yeah,
that's
it's way worse.
not a ghost. That's demon shit.
Yeah.
It's,
Again,
yeah.
that's demonic stuff. That's that's not ghosts.
Dude,
But
Chelsea's haunted, man.
So-
I refuse to be alone in the room with her because I don't know what I'll see.
so, real quick thing, and then I'll kind of like give my sort of thesis on what this person should do, because it ties into what Armando said, which is like I think like 95% of things that like seem weird or like off about like your home are actually things that can be explainable by like science. And a lot of times it's really fucked up stuff. Like one of my I say favorite, it's not a good thing. It is just a wild thing that in Russia many years ago, I think this was in like the 80s, at a construction site, they had a nuclear they had like a radiation detector. Radiation detectors used to have, and they might still have, a little bit of radioactive material in there. Anyway, this was an industrial piece of equipment, a piece of like cobalt-38, very highly radioactive.
Yeah.
Like got lost in this construction site, like in this like mining construction site. So it was like a place that was digging out like minerals and stuff. And then they were like, after like a bunch of people in hazmat suits went out there and was looking for it, just went, "Well, we can't find it. I guess it's gone forever." That piece of cobalt-38, like a year later, ended up in the walls of an apartment building, and like 9 people died.
Oh my god.
People like, why are people in this one complex keep getting sick? So many people died, and they were like, they couldn't figure it out. It was like, it must be haunted.
Is it
this place
mold?
is like, is it mold? They couldn't figure it out. It's like, oh, of course we jumped to this thing like, oh, it's cursed. It's cursed. This place must be haunted. No, there was a piece of highly radioactive, like cobalt-38 in the walls that somehow got swept up into construction material that then got shipped to this thing. Like nightmare stuff. But again, it's like not demonic, just really fucked up coincidence.
Well,
and
Yeah,
like,
it's science.
Demonic in a certain way.
in a
Yeah.
certain way.
Demonic
but-
negligence.
Yeah.
Demonic
Yeah.
negligence.
Jesus
But anyway,
Christ.
so all this is to say, get yourself a carbon monoxide tester.
Get a Geiger counter.
Get a Geiger counter. Maybe radon. Definitely if you have a basement, get a radon detector. Just do some like due diligence, because like I am pretty sure your place is not haunted. And dogs barking at things, dogs lick their own balls and
Yeah.
like look at the ceiling 90
Also, you
hours a
probably
day.
have like raccoons in your attic or squirrels in your attic,
Precisely.
because that also they love that.
And you're telling me an animal that has like a sense of smell 900 times more sensitive than us, also hearing, also sight, are kind of like attuned to something
Yeah.
like fucked up going on?
I don't think we should give dogs that much credit. Again, if you got a sense of smell so good, how come you eat shit, idiot?
Well, that's the thing.
Stupid.
It's like sense of smell so powerful, brain this big. Like that's what happens. Is like you have Spider-Man senses,
Okay,
but you're
so
a
you're
dummy.
saying do your due diligence, make sure that your home is okay,
Yeah.
and I'm saying do your due diligence, figure out if you still live on something bad,
Yeah.
and I would say regardless, fucking burn it down,
Yeah.
burn
Or
that
at least
fucker
sage
down.
it.
No,
Yeah.
yeah,
Sage it.
light this sage and throw it
No.
onto a fucking puddle of gasoline and burn the fucker down. Griff,
Anyway, this was RT Cares. If you have a question that you want us to riff on for 15 minutes, you can send that to rtcares@roosterteeth.com, and it goes directly to my inbox, so I'll be seeing it. So please, send something good.
yeah, and burn your fucking house
Don't
down.
burn your house down.
And now it's time for my favorite segment every week. Burning your fucking house
No.
down. No, okay.
Put this towel on me.
I ain't afraid of no ghost. Bow! If you like this, go to roosterteeth.com to watch the full video episode. We've got RT Shorts
And RT Cares.
and all different types of stuff, including a segment called Who Am I with the boys from Face Jam. Sorry, the daddies from Face Jam.
And there's also a comment section that we actually reply to.
Yeah, we're there. And you can say pretty much anything to us. There are,
people do.
there are no rules.
People take that opportunity very liberally.
We see it and we internalize it every time.
Go to roosterteeth.com. Don't
Sign
forget
up
to sign up for first. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this video. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you there.